Anyway. Hi. Hello. Hope you're all doing well today. Um, playing more MySims Agents. We are here. Um, we are going to a will reading party at a mansion, basically. I don't remember if there's like a last name involved, but it's Poppy, the flower girl from earlier in the game, and her sister Violet, goth icon queen. So, yeah, very excited for this part. I think you're all gonna love it. So yeah, on the last stream, if you did not watch it, we uncovered that Morky Corp has been mining these crystals that are seemingly worthless, but when hit with enough radiation, like sound waves, whatever, they can become Fortunite, which is the key piece of creating a nightmare crown, which is what Morcubus is after. I just fucking fall over all the time. Are you okay? Hey, buddy. I'm sure going to miss Cyrus Boldrio. Buddy, you've never even heard of them before today. Yeah, pal, but he was a great guy. I bet he was a great guy. We could have played mahjong together. Yeah, so we're going to a will reading party for this Cyrus guy. He just died. Right when we needed to go find him. And he is in possession of a very rare jewel, potentially the original jewel in the Nightmare Crown. However, it is being auctioned off at this will reading to whoever was written in the will for it. So, anyway, that's where we're going to go. But I think we should, since it's going to be a will reading, we should dress the part. We should dress for the occasion. So let's dress a little bit more serious today. He has the jewel. All right. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Yeah, sure. That is a drag king name, Will Reading. That is funny. Okay, costumes. I'm gonna take off the hat. I think it's served us well, but I think it's time to change it up. Oh, I can't take it off here? I think it's under this one. Friends and foes. Yeah. I don't know how to take off the hat. It's not letting me take it off. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a lot of loading screens where you wouldn't expect them to be. But at the same time, maybe in the makeover mirror, maybe that's what it is. Or I take off the hat, which is so strange that you can't just take it off, but this is where you change hair, so it's probably in this. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, no Ruby Cam. She's asleep today, but she's been very, like, hyperactive lately. And I don't feel like setting it up. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's go mourn the loss of someone we barely know and try to get their valuable treasures. Actually, I should also deploy some of my members on missions. Okay. Well, I have some new recruits, actually, as well. Pinky. Interests are magnets. Welcome to the team. Pinky reporting for duty. Please assign me to a blue floor. Okay. Someone died. Yeah. A person we're looking for. We haven't met them before. And we never will. Okay. Riley, thank you so much for the 22 months. Okay. Let's see. I want to do some for people where I'll get a new recruit, because I think that'd be fun. Yeah. Alright. Annie. Makoto. Pig camera action. Ooh, okay. Yeah. There you go, guys. Alrighty. Alright. I'll just do one mission for now. Just because it's a lot of pop-ups. Okay. Going back to Main Street. Hi, Mel. Okay. Oofa. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how we advance the plot. I'm pretty sure we have to come here. Yeah. Hi, Poppy. How's it going, Poppy? I might need your help. My help? Yay, okay. So have you received an invitation in the mail recently for a will reading? Maybe. I don't know. You don't know? No. That mean Derek has been stealing people's mail. For a couple weeks, I've missed 2 packets from my Seeds of the Week gardening club. And with the invitation, that's 3 stolen letters. A federal offense. I don't know what that means, but it's super naughty. Don't worry, Poppy. I'll take care of this. I need to have a chat with Derek. Where could he have gone to? Probably in the fucking woods. Little bitch. Yeah, This is a very good chapter, I feel. We get to meet a fan favorite in Violet at some point. Love doing new YouTube videos with Dallas. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to watch that, exclamation point YT will get you a link to Dallas and I's new YouTube channel. Dallas and Jimmy, really inspired name. And we did a video of us opening Pokemon cards.
Lucy. Ugh, that's a roo.
Looking for me, agent? You're not allowed up here in Fort Derrick. Scram. Okay, well, I will make myself able to get up there, so. What do you know about Poppy's letters? Yeah, Violet is the Bella Goth of MySims, except alive and well and not abducted by aliens. Hey, how did you get up here? Cough it up. Why have you been stealing Poppy's mail? Screening duty. Morkicorp says that if I find any useful information, I'm supposed to pass it on to the team. Onto them. Afterwards, I toss them in the woods. The animals can use them if they want. Ha! I have to climb across these branches here and find those letters. Bunch of bottle caps. What's Derek saving these for? This wagon wheel's super old. I wonder why Derek has it here. What's he going to use it for? Whoa, some 8-bit games. I guess there are some real treasures here after all. I love when they just like fucking pull shit out of their ass like that. A broken ladder, a metaphor for the struggle of the working class, or simply a piece of trash. I have never played a Sims game other than 4, but I have seen a bunch of YouTube videos about the lore of Sims 1 and 2, especially 2. 3 feels like it's one of the best ones to play, but 2 feels like it's like the one that everybody is like, this is literally a cornerstone in culture. And it makes me sad I didn't get to play any of them growing up. We just didn't have a computer. Like, Club Penguin lagged on my mom's work laptop that we were allowed to use from time to time, so. Looks like Derek just tossed the letters back here in the forest. The other letters must be further along on these branches. Thanks for the quick response, Jimby. This team you sent me seems to be really in tune with the forest. I'm looking forward to working with them. These are big eggs. Oh my god. More letters. Has Mama Bird taken them away? Bet Roxy can analyze the eggs and tell me about this bird. What kind of bird lays these eggs? Retro Lancer, thank you so much for subscribing. Enjoy your emotes, thank you. This one's hard.
Thank you.
Inky Green, thank you so much for the bits. This is tough. All right. It sucks that I have to do this with motion controls because my arm is getting tired, bitch. Oh my god. Trying to run webkins on our country bumpkin internet and our computers would have a freaking stroke. Oh my god, yeah, webkins even lag too for a long time. It would be like a dream to play it on my aunt's computer that ran on Windows XP instead of Windows 98 like our one at home. Oh my god. I know how this works. Please. Okay. So basically I'm balancing an equation in a sense, balancing a molecule. I'm trying to use I have to use all the dots in the beakers, all the atoms in the beakers, and like see I connect the two. It's you gotta just kind of look at what I'm doing, really, to understand what I'm doing. Okay. Oh my god, it's hurting my fucking wrist. I hate motion controls so much. I need to like sit farther away so I don't have to like arch my hand to move it onto the sensor bar. Oh my god, I'm so close to getting it. Oh my god, this is like, this is so tough. I'm so close. Okay. Oh my god. This is insane. How the fuck do they expect little kids to do this? Why is this the receipt? Oh my god. My hand is getting so tired. Oh my god. This sound also in the background is driving me crazy. We are muting that. My computer mouse. Here he is. Here he is. Okay. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna get it. I refuse to look it up. This loop is horrible. What a terrible... Oh my god. This is so insanely hard. No other puzzle is this hard in this game. It's fucking crazy. Okay. Stop clicking that. Okay. Okay. Boop. 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 Hi Ruby. Hi. Your nails just dug into me, baby. Roxy better know exactly what the fuck we're looking at after this. I swear to God, we're doing this job for her. Oh my God. No. Okay. Oh, we're getting there, baby. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, we did it. Oh, we fucking did it. Oh my God. Okay. I fucking did it. Oh my God. None of you can ever call me dumb ever again. That was ridiculous. That's a Cyanocida Packaboo, a bird that likes to build many nests using any materials it can find. Wow. Oh my God. The bird must have used the letters in various nests around town. Oh my God. I'm fucking leaving. If I have to do that again today, I'm gonna have a fucking conniption.
Who we knew.
I think if you fall, you just have to do it over. I haven't tried it yet. Okay. So probably on top of one of these buildings. If I'm being realistic here. Alright. Might as well salvage some parts ahead of time. I know I'm gonna end up needing them. I love this game, but it, you know, a little repetitive at times with what you need to do. Being completely honest. But that's okay. You want to know a game I never played, but I always wanted to? The Blob. Did anybody play that on the Wii? I have a little figure of the Blob. De Blob. D-E-B-L-O-B. De Blob. Who's calling me? Could you imagine if they tried to call me during that fucking dead trees that that was really worth talking to me. Really wonderful. Nest. There it is. Oh, you vey. I should ask Patrick about that bird's nest. How can I get up to that bird's nest? Bird watching, eh? You'll be able to crawl your way up the construction site if you manage to turn on the crane. How can I do that? Do a bunch of things. First, you'll need my crane keys. Put them somewhere safe, though. Another yellow hat. What is going on with these things? Where are their owners? Looks like there's a box under here with a red cross on it. Oh, medical garb. Okay. Let's pick the lock. Okay. Like, that is so fucking obnoxiously easy after that stupid atom puzzle. Oh my God. And we got the keys. Yeah, why does he have a nurse uniform under the desk or under the trailer? No, no monsters under the trailer. We're safe, everyone. Okay. Let's climb. Oh, I'm gonna need to talk to him first, huh? It's on the Switch? I didn't know that. Da blob. There was a Wii game about, like, painting the town back the colors that got stolen and stuff. Got the keys. What's next? Need to power up the crane. How would I do that? Generator's in the basement of the building over there. Just need to flip it on. This building? Over where? This building? Someone's home, but with all this construction next door, they're probably wearing earplugs. I'll let them be. He just says over there. That's not helpful to me at all. Over fucking where?
Sarg Lorge Bra, Bazooki Lele, Neat Nerd.
What the fuck? Oh. Okay. What? I feel like I'm doing something out of order. I feel like I don't need to be here yet. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, crane is powered on. Filled with supplies. Bummer, I tried to grow orchids at home one time. It was a lot harder than an Orchid Master video game would have you believe. My orchids only got to level 3 before they wilted. That's really great, Vic. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, up, up, up. And then... up, up. Over, yes. A bed, wow. A spookier bed. Okay. I want that tool. I know. It just does everything. Okay, next up. Boom. That's easy. Oh. I say as I fucking die. Well, I'm probably gonna need these over here, actually. Yeah. Thinking ahead of everything. Okay. Can't walk across right now. Okay. Yeah, I gotta turn on the crane first. After making some careful measurements, it seems the forest is slowly heating up. This is causing the plants and trees to become distressed and sickly. What can we do? Figure it out. World of Zoo. I don't know if I've played that. Let me look that up. No. There's a Natsume game that's like a photography game. I don't remember what it is, but it's like a wildlife safari game that I bought like a million years ago to do a video on. So many games I have bought to do videos on, but I was depressed. I was just like, I could never make this funny. That's all gonna change this year, baby. I'm gonna fucking take over the world. Alright. You'll need a bunch of vehicle parts. Okay, how many vehicle parts? 4 of 6. Alright. Thinking ahead. Good for me. There was a Build-A-Bear game for the DS that one of my friends had, and she would never let me try, and I was so fucking annoyed. This is or did I say DS? Yeah, I meant DS. But there's also one on the Wii that I thought about getting to do a video about. I had a Build-A-Bear CD with like music about Build-A-Bear as a kid, and I can't believe that like my parents put up with us playing that on the way to school. And shit like that. It's so awful. Like, let me look up. Hold on. Build-A-Bear music. Yeah, here we go.
A bear for everyone. You're a bear, they're a bear, everywhere a bear, bear. You're gonna have some fun. Choose me, stuff me, stitch me up, fluff me, dress me, fill me with love. You'll never be alone when you take me home. Oh, there's a bear at the Build-A-Bear workshop.
Thank you.
My bear says he's going on a diet. Chubby Cubby says he's gonna try it. He'll stay away from candies and cakes, yes he will. The chocolate chip cookies that Grandma bakes. My chubby bear says it's gonna be rough, not eating honey or any good stuff. My bear says he's going on a diet. Chubby Cubby says he's gonna try it.
This feels like really fucking patronizing. Ugh. All men that sound like that should perish. Oh my god, it is like ear blood to me to listen to people that sound like that.
Before he fills his cup, he looks into the mirror.
Ugh, my God. The only valid country singer is Dolly Parton and Casey Musgraves. Any woman, really. Men perish. I don't need you in my life. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom before figuring this out. I don't like Johnny Cash. My dad played him all the time when I was growing up. I can't. I fucking hate Johnny Cash. Okay. Cackling Stumps, thank you so much for the 28 months. Also, Cosmos Complete, I think I missed your bits because I was Build-A-Bearing. So, thank you so much. Those are bait. You don't need those. Because there's no... Hold on. There's no lit up green thing. You don't need to use these. It's to trick you. Never mind. No backseating, though. Please don't give me hints. I would have figured that out on my own, and I would have liked to. I have the biggest brain in the entire galaxy. Yeah, I don't think you can even do the puzzle until you have all the parts. So there's no, like, way to get stumped. How on earth are you able to fit such a giant brain in your normal size head? Here's the thing. It ain't normal size. I wear big clothes to balance it out. No, actually I feel like my head is actually pretty small. I used to have to, if I was like borrowing my ex's hats, I would always have to make them smaller. But I used to worry that I had a giant head. I have a big forehead, but like, again, so much room for emotion and brain power, so who cares? And then someday I'll just be rich and get a surgery to get a tiny forehead. One of the letters was in a nest on top of Patrick's construction site. Alright, I have to find one more letter. Alright, your team wants to do something drastic to attempt to reverse the heating process. We can either plant new trees and flowers since I'm underground with a giant ice cube. Ice cube. Ice cube. Ice cube. Probably more plants to absorb the carbon dioxide, but giant ice cube is fucking hilarious. Should I let him fall? It does. I like to wear sparkly dresses. Oh wow. That was actually really convenient for me. Speed run. Okay, clap if you think she should suffer. Clap if she should suffer. I keep getting ads for Sing 2 on Twitter, and something about the animation of that movie, it's like too smooth. Or like the animals just like move too much. Like the gorilla specifically really was making me creeped out. And I don't like the pigs in that movie. Just everything about that, I'm like, I don't like looking at any of these creatures. I don't want to watch this. It's very uncanny. It is very uncanny. And like, I know, yeah, I know people hate the elephant girl. And I don't know anything about it, but it's so funny. But she's in all the commercials too, and like the Twitter ads. Plus the Twitter ads are usually playing on silent, so they're just like silently like. And it's so creepy to me. Your ice cube plan actually worked. The ground will remain cool enough to give us time to formulate a long-term plan. I have so many clips of myself doing stupid shit. Well, I don't have them. You guys have clipped them. I need to add those. I need to start adding my stupid antics to my alerts. Because I just don't think to add my own shit. So if you have any clips of like stupid things that I've done that you think would be good, please post them in the Discord clips channel. Post the link. Please, please, please. Case closed. I've recovered all of your mail, including that dinner party invitation. Neat. Listen, can I use your invitation? I need to look for a special crystal at the will reading. It's important. Sure thing, Jimby. I wasn't going to go anyway. You weren't? Violet said it wasn't a good idea. She told me that some of the people there might be bad people. She did. Interesting. Well, I'll keep an eye on her for you. Thanks, Jimby. Don't let the bad people get you. Okay, Poppy, now I'd better get this invitation back to headquarters. Are you going to fire up the jet? I am. Yay! New clients needing help. Okay. New agent outfit. Okay, well, I'm in my agent outfit for today. Ooh, I bought frozen pizzas today at Target. Every time I kept seeing Gino's pizza and I was like, I want that. All right. Oh shit, a blue suit. An evening gown. It's a shame they wouldn't let me wear the evening gown. The clothes in this game are gender locked. It's so upsetting. I know! It's so weird because in the original MySims, they don't gender lock the clothes. But in this one, they do. Is this the suit? Is this the blue suit that I just unlocked? That's so boring. Yeah, they were not gender locked in the original MySims, but in this one they seem to be, which is so fucking insane. Like, why? What is gender, really? We're all cube-shaped people. I don't remember if you pick a gender in the OG MySims. I don't know. This nurse outfit. Alright, I'm gonna wear my black suit. It's a will reading. I need to dress for the occasion. This is very formal. I did not like the blue suit. OMG, who died? Cyrus Birdreder. I don't fucking know his name. Okay. Let's take the jet to the hangar. Yeah, I found him. He's dead. That was so funny. Hey, I heard Cyrus's mansion is down in the bayou. So I don't know if I'm up for this, Jimby. I've got too much to do already. I'm swamped. Boo, you fucking suck. Spooky mansion, spooky mansion. The foil. Good evening, friends. Gah! Yeah, I get that a lot. May I see your invitation, please? Of course. I see. Right this way, Poppy. Do you have any bags I can take? No, we don't. Good. That lady in the yellow dress brought so much luggage, I thought my arms were going to fall off. Oh, great. The others have already arrived. Madam Zoe was just about to begin. Right this way, please.
Check it to me.
Okay, I'm telling you, Trevor, he's going to leave the Fortunite to me. I recall none of this part, really, at all, which is so fun. Nonsense. Dear Cyrus would only entrust that powerful crystal to me. They say the Fortunite can show you your future. What exactly are you hoping to see, Trevor? Nothing. I just need the crystal as a prop in my new play, Trevor Finds the Crystal. That's ridiculous. You're a ridiculous man. Darlings, if I get the crystal, I will use it for something worthwhile, for seeing new fashion trends. Wow, sounds like these people only came to the will reading to get the Fortunite crystal. Isn't that why we're here? You know, there's more to this estate than just the crystal. Such as bone. Everyone is here. Thank you all for accepting my invitation. Jimmy, if you died, what item would you have your mods like this? My catheter. Thank you all for accepting my invitation. As you know, we have gathered tonight to read the will of my great uncle Cyrus. Soon we will know who among us will inherit Uncle's estate. But first, we eat dinner. Yes, sir, dinner is planned. But before that, we should all adjourn to the crystal room. I wish to hold a reading with all of you. Interesting. If you would please follow me to the crystal room, we may begin. Madam Zoe, what happened? Oh, Jimby, it's terrible. The crystal, it's been destroyed. That's not good. We must tell the others right away. What's going on in there? We heard a scream. I hope no one's in danger. Now it's just a regular room. Oh no! My theme! Don't worry, everyone. Jimmy's in there right now. I'm sure everything is fine. Well, it looks like someone snuck in there and smashed the Fortunite. What? Everything is not fine. It is not fine at all. No, this can't be. I'm sorry, everyone. I know you're only here for the crystal. I don't know how this happened. I understand if you want to leave. Our prize lays shattered upon the floor. I see no reason to stay. I don't think it's a good idea for anyone to leave the mansion until we figure out who smashed the Fortunite. I can't believe it's gone. I should probably start by investigating the scene of the crime, the crystal room. We're in Luigi's mansion today. I found some female footprints, but I don't know whose they are. I'll need to find someone who knows fashionable shoes. Can't tell if this clock thinks it's 10:15 or 3:50. These drapes appear to be swaying ever so slightly in a breeze, even though the window is shut tight. Strange. Looks very nice. Has a wonderful texture. Past the velvety curtains and foggy panes of glass, I could just make out the decaying swamp in the darkness. That's odd. The soot in this fireplace seems disturbed, as if someone scuffed it with his foot. This trio of winged gargoyles was probably meant to protect the crystal. I wonder who they saw in here last night. Pieces of the crystal are dented, like someone had to use a tool to be able to break it. Would any of the guests know about the properties of Fortunite? Look at all the paintings, pictures on the wall. Why would Cyrus have a portrait of Morcubus in his house? Interesting. Looks like a relation of Roxy's, a grandmother perhaps? I didn't know that Barney knew Cyrus. I wonder if they were related somehow. Ooh, mission success. With the help of your team, we were able to form the Petal Protocol, which has all of us cutting back on our energy use. This should have my forest back to full health in no time. Thanks, Jimmy. Couldn't have done it without your team. Weird. This is a portrait of a messenger I saw once. I know we're all anti-Disney right now because, like, fuck them. However, I use somebody else's Disney Plus subscription, and I really want to watch Seeing Red on Friday, so I think I will do that. Please, tell me about the crystal. Oh, it was so wonderful. Just gazing into it allowed one to see glimpses of the future. And you said it was made of pure Fortunite. Yes, it measured 97.9 gibbosprats on the Spratler-Gibson purity scale. And can you think of why anyone would want to destroy it, or how it would be destroyed? Steal it, yes. Destroy it, no. I'm unsure of what could damage a strong crystal. Gordon might know about Fortunite. Interesting, thank you, Zoe. Appears the store is locked. Maybe I can open it. Yeah, I think it's so crazy. Like, I've just been seeing nothing but like negativity online about the animation, and it's like, why is like cartoon Twitter so fucking mean and obnoxious? Like, it looks cute. It like looks good and expressive and something super different for Pixar. Like, I don't understand. Although the library's card catalog system is quite extensive, I'm not sure if Dusty Cardboard Box number 2 is the most effective reference method. Oh yeah, the animation, I loved how Luca looked as well. I'm glad it doesn't look like, I don't know, Frozen or Inside Out. All those kind of just feel very similar in vibe to me, so. Alright, from the cobwebs covering this clock, I'd say this is the house that time forgot. Luca is so good, and I don't understand how people watch that, even like queer people, and we're like, I don't get it. This is not queer at all. It's like literally the most fucking hit you over the head LGBT allegory. Like, what are you talking about? Just because they don't fucking kiss in it. Like, it's so clearly that. It's like how 8-year-olds or whatever, 10-year-olds would, like, have crushes on each other or, like, bonds with each other. They don't know what they're feeling yet. But clearly their actions show. It's also just, like, it's a cute little movie. I don't know. It's so stupid to me that I had people in chat being like, it's not. Like, did you watch the same movie as me? What's this sticking out of the book? Looks like some kind of decorating swatch. Oh, it's just paint for me. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Octoblur. It's like so fucking blatant. And I liked it better than like how superhero allegories try to do the LGBT thing. Because it's like, I think, because like, I don't know, in X-Men they're like, they should be on a list or something like that. They should be registered with the government. Which like, I think, I don't know, it's like, I think that is like using superpowers and people being afraid of people with superpowers and stuff is not a great allegory for like LGBT stuff, because like then when you get to something like that is like, well, yeah, I mean they have a right. People can, like, the X-Men can fire lasers out of their fucking eyes. Like people have a right to be afraid of them. Like that's not a good one. I think mermaids much better allegory. Like why would anyone be afraid of a mermaid? Whatever. A regal marble statue of a scholarly gentleman practically screams quiet and solitude. I have not seen Encanto yet. I still haven't seen it. I heard it's good. It's just, you know, you gotta be in the mood to watch people sing. And that's just how I am. I have to be in the mind space to watch a bunch of people sing. So, I've not been in that mindset right now. Jimmy, can I tell you something? Yeah. I am so thankful, so unbelievably grateful you're not a thespian. Like, that I don't like, that I'm not like a theater gay. I don't know, I hate most musicals. I don't care for them, really. And like, I don't know, I just find it so like... I don't know, I can't with it, it's too much sometimes. I hate in musicals when they're like, and I go to the store for eggs. And I go to the mall for clothes. And like... when they like say a word, like they talk mid-song. Do you know what I'm talking about? What the fuck? I kept getting ads for In the Heights, and I was like, I don't I don't want to ever watch this. I don't. I don't really care. I showed my mom Tangled, and she fast forwarded through every song. I can't really think of any songs from Tangled, so I think that's fine. Yeah, it is a thing where I'm like, okay, like I had a bunch of people referencing, what's it called? Encanto to me constantly, assuming I'd seen it and I hadn't, and that was getting annoying. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Oofa. Okay, well, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this room yet anyway. What do you know about Fortunite? I know a good deal about his properties. Was there specific information you wanted to know? I was looking for information on what could break a Fortunite crystal. That information is kept in the authoritative Fortunite reference books, Fame and Fortunite. Complete reference. Do you have a copy? No, but Cyrus has a rare first edition copy in a cardboard box at the top of the library. Oh my god, I gotta go back in there. God damn it. Oh, wonderful. A real criminal questioning. What wonderful research for my next play. Yes, it is. Do you have an answer? Oh, of course. Well, I hate to toot my own horn, but it was Cyrus's favorite playwright. Oh, really? Oh, yes. He was a huge fan. We met years ago at a signing for my new play. He has such wonderful taste. Okay, then you became friends? Close friends. Okay, Trevor, thanks. The closest. Suit of armor looks like just to be my size. It'd be perfect for a Renaissance fair. It's a nice suit of armor, and a speck of rust. You know, the other day I was seeing, or not the other day, like a couple weeks ago, I was asking what the, like, gay male equivalent, I guess, men equivalent of, sapphic is. And someone was like, whatever the answer was like, that is so theater kid. I would be caught dead before I say that about myself. I think it began with like an A. Yeah, Achillean. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I was like, that's so, it's just so dorky. It's like so asking to be made fun of to me. It's like, you know, let teenagers call themselves whatever they want. They're teenagers, but it's just like, I can't, no fucking way. Like, gay people can be cringe, actually. Sorry. If you identify with that, work. I can't relate. Oh my god. I'm fucking dumb. Although I've never had to do that before, so forgive me for not realizing that was a part of the grid. Azumaphoros, thank you so much for the 4 months. This game has such cute environments. Anytime I grow used to it, we go somewhere new and just as cute. Yeah, it's a really sweet game and it has a lot of care put into it. I like it a lot. According to this book, the only thing strong enough to damage the Fortunite Crystal is a silver hammer. Where might I find a silver hammer around the mansion? So much dust. I'm like getting itchy just fucking walking around. You know where I might find a hammer? Just talk to the butler. He's the one that handles all the menial tasks around here. Do you live here? Only recently, Cher. We haven't actually read the will yet, but I assume the house will be left to me. I see. Do you suspect Fortunite Crystal will be left to you as well? Oi, Cher. The Fortunite Crystal had the power to see into the future. As the family psychic, it's natural that it would be mine. Sorry about this whole disaster, Madame Zoe. Not as sorry as me, ma chère. But I predict you will solve this mystery. What brings you to the reading tonight? Well, darling, I was Cyrus's personal fashion assistant. And you figured it would only be natural that I'm in the will? Of course, darling. That makes sense, I think. Thanks, Miss Nicole. You'd like my fashion expertise, eh? Certainly. Found some footprints in the crystal room that came from a woman's shoe. Square heel, big arch, and pointed toe. Sound familiar? Oh, how garish. These belong to Madame Zoe, no doubt. She has the foulest sense of fashion. Does Zoe have a reason for her footprints being in the crystal room? Where is Miss Violet? Here she is. Tell me about yourself, Violet. I don't like to talk about myself. Could you at least tell me anything you knew about Cyrus? I don't like to talk about my past. Okay, Violet, I guess I'll leave you alone. Violet is reluctant to share her past. Why? Can I locate more information about her around the mansion? This cabinet must store expensive tchotchkes. Who is this a statue of? Maybe it's me, but I swear I just saw the serving platter move. An apothecary cupboard of strange potions and macabre recipes. Something no fine dining room should be without. This abstract piece of cheery rendition. This abstract piece's cheery rendition of two women is a stark contrast to the room's gloomy atmosphere. Decorative plates from several exotic locales are displayed behind this case's locked glass doors. The woman in this elegant bust looks over her surroundings with a serenely snooty gaze. What a nice old vase. Looks like it holds a lot of flowers. Both the value and the creepiness of the expressionist painting cannot be measured. How long have these cookies been up there? Lima beans, chickpeas, and scrapple. I'm a little worried about what's for dinner. Not that texture of the... This is better than Fire Emblem Three Houses' fruit. These look very expensive, except is that a world's greatest zombie mug tucked behind the gravy boat? A sack of flour. Looks like several recipe books. How to serve Cajun, roots and tubers, mushroom, the forgotten fungi. Could you imagine if you can interact with like the furniture in Animal Crossing this much? There's like so many little animations. So cute. This appears to be clogged. Could be they've gotten an octopus stuck in their drain. That's a nice old pepper grinder. It uses hardened steel gears that never wear out. It's a giant jar of jam, and me without any toast. I bought bagels today and cream cheese. I'm gonna go make that. I'm gonna go put that in the toaster. I'm gonna put jam on it too. Raspberry.
Pizza.
Okay. There's a thick coat of dust on here. I'm afraid to see what's underneath. Just the sideboard. Nothing of the out of the ordinary here. Hi, Ruby. Are you gonna watch me eat my bagel? Huh? Are you gonna watch? Are you gonna watch?
Buddy.
How dare you? How dare you?
Buddy.
How dare you? 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 Oh. Hey, girlie. Hi, little lady.
Oh! Ah! Makalula! Buddy.
Oh, you want a tummy rub, huh?
Ribbit.
Buddy.
I gotta go get my bagel, Root. Okay.
Oh! Oh! Buddy. Buddy. Chuli. Alame. Alkaru. Buddy. Buddy. Watu istanostu ista boguna. Buddies. Aki o nakati. Akachinyako.
Torps, Norb, Wiesende, Aniva Lurch.
Okay, I'm back. Cream cheese and raspberry jam.
Hilakali. Hilakalu. Hilakala. Buddy.
We are eating a everything bagel toasted with cream cheese and raspberry jam. Okay, we gotta talk to the zombie. Alright, what's your deal, Carl? Oh, me? I've been a butler here for 87 years. Of course, I was alive for most of that. Really?
Delena Fue, Fumi Florn.
So you knew Cyrus his whole life? Yes. He was both my employer and friend for those many years. And this crystal, oh, the master kept it so safe. It was very precious to him. And now I let it get broken. I could die of shame again.
Haruki. Hello.
Don't worry, Carl. I'll get to the bottom of this. Tell me about the crystal. Oh, the crystal took such good... Oh, Cyrus took such good care of it. It was always locked safely in that room.
Delena Fue, Fumi Florn.
Ever let anyone in? I, as butler, was tasked with taking care of it. I would clean it and make sure it was safe. Do you know how much about Fortunite? What could shatter the crystal like that? I don't know. Probably talk to Gordon. Okay, right. Where do you keep the tools? Hammers, sledges, and such? I'm looking for any item that could have been used to shatter the crystal. All the tools in my toolbox, and I think I left my toolbox outside. I live to serve. What? Hold on. I live to serve. I serve anyway. Because he ain't alive. Okay. This lawn mower hasn't been used in a long time, or ever, since this is a swamp. What a cool house. A gator. Here lie the bones of Carl Weatherby, the greatest golf caddy in the bayou. Huh. I wonder who lives in that. Oh, you can walk in the water. Okay. storm must have knocked down the tree. Toolbox. It's locked. Pick lock. All right. Oh no, we're analyzing. Oh no. That was way easier. Yep, it's a silver hammer. What's more, I found traces of some kind of crystal on it. Because you leveled up. Can you imagine if your daily life, you like get like you're just typing on your computer and you get better at typing. All of a sudden you fucking rainbow body for a second, hover and spin around, and then you just go back to doing your fucking job. Forensic analysis has proven that Carl's hammer is made of pure silver. This is the instrument used in the crime. I should talk to Carl about this evidence since it makes him look like a likely suspect. Oh, the faces. This place is pretty creepy. I feel like something is watching my every move. A mustache plant. Such a funny name. Guess sort of looks like an old greasy stash. Gator country. I want to watch Golden Girls. Well, you know I'm on the estate. Little Ruby, get the butt smack. It's bug snacks. It's butt smack. Oh, whoa. Talk about butt smack. Do not attack. Do not attack me. Hey, get down, stinky girl. You may not come up here. Stop. You're gonna rip the fucking carpet, bitch. Stop it. I found a silver hammer in your toolbox. Oh yes, my trusty hammer. Is that what was used to smash the crystal? Yes, it was. The fact that it was in your toolbox leads me to believe that you were the one that had used it. But I didn't. I would never smash the crystal. Why would I want to destroy something I've been protecting for years? I'm not sure. It does seem out of character. But this doesn't look good for you, Carl. Wait, who here could help me discover Carl's motivation? Found your footprints at the crime scene. I was in there preparing for my reading when I found the shattered crystal. That's why my footprints are in there. Okay. Zoe's footprints are all over the crystal room. And her alibi seems a little weak. Seems like she may be a suspect. Brings you here, Gordon? Oh, old Cyrus was a good friend of mine. He was in my book club. And you figured he might leave you something in his will? Indeed. I thought he might leave me a book or two. He had quite an extensive collection. Anything else I should know? I once read in a book that butterflies taste with their feet. I'm going to go ahead and not write that down. Thanks. Trevor, I could use your help. Is the investigation going well, my good detective? I think I've got a suspect, but I'm not sure about the motive. Motive? Why, if you need a search deep into the hearts of your audience, the only way is to put on a play. A play? Indeed, a reenactment of the crime for all to see. Thanks, Trevor. That's certainly an option. Reenacting the crime may drive Carl to confession. I'll need a costume first, so I should talk to Miss Nicole. Can you help me make a costume? Why, of course I can, darling. I always bring a sewing kit with me. A costume of whom exactly? Of Cyrus, if possible. Certainly. I'll need some fabric. If you could find me something purple, I could make Cyrus's favorite tuxedo. See what I could find. Tablecloth in the kitchen. My thespian era starts today, unfortunately. Do you have cloth? No. The drapes! I'm so mad I never played this as a kid. I would have really loved this game, I feel. Yeah, it's so great. It's really wonderful. These curtains are cloth. Hope no one minds if I borrow them. Now, can Miss Nicole make a costume for the play? I love streaming, like, sort of mystery games like this. I wish the Nancy Drew games, ran on my computer. I always have a really hard time running them through Steam and then also being able to stream them. And then also, I just get so lost because it's like you're clicking between like JPEGs of rooms, and I can get very disoriented about where I am in those games. But I've played I played a lot of the one with like the German characters years ago, and that was fun. I always enjoy playing those, but then I get so like burnt out very quickly on those, which is a bummer because they're so fun. I always want to play them around Halloween, but here's some cloth. It's not exactly Italian silk, but I suppose I could whip up something. Here you go, darling. One tuxedo that screams, I'm wearing a tuxedo. Alright, do I have to change into it? Oh, I gotta go get the mustache for his costume. I'll get it from the plant. Ruby! What are you up to out here? Oh my god. Get the hell out of there, miss. You got some fucking owning up for your crimes to do. Okay. She shredded a paper towel, and then I figured while I was up, I would use the bathroom. Okay. Move. No. Get the fuck down. Off of my desk. Okay, so there's mustache plants that I've inspected, and I thought that that would be what I need for the costume. Hey! No. Florida can definitely have parts that are super swampy. So I wouldn't be surprised if other areas down in the south. Are you ripping this? You fucker. Stop. Yeah, maybe there's someone I need to talk to first. Yeah, maybe I'll talk to him.
Zuni floor.
How I can fake a mustache. Some wispy weed out of the swamp. Okay, yeah. There we go. That's so silly. I have to like initiate it like that.
Ooh, yips.
Ruby! So annoying, Ruby. I want to pick this lock. Whoa.
Yipsy! Woohoo!
No, I haven't seen that, Mel. I keep getting the match game where like the king is gonna fucking freeze to death. It's so annoying. Stagnant water smells terrible.
Oh.
Make me the fake mustache.
Adi Aldo. Ila.
Shananor Bimanado.
Frog zoo.
Attention, everyone.
Zip door.
Could everyone gather around, please? Hold on. I need to go put Ruby in her crate. She's destroying everything today. Unless you lay down, you have to go into your crate because you're being bad. Lay down. Go lay down. She's been learning what that means. When we're in bed and I tell her that, she immediately does it. I'm trying to see if she, like, figures out that that means to do it on the couch, too.
Lena Bepto Z.
What's this all about, Jimby? Buddy and I have been investigating the mansion, and we'd like to hold a little reenactment. You have some insight onto what happened to the Fortunite? Yes, using scientific investigation methods, we discovered some clues that have allowed us to recreate the events of the crime as accurately as possible. Hiya, pals. I'm Cyrus's ghost. Ooh. I'm playing the part of the Fortunite. Jimby, what have you done to the suit I made you? Sorry, Mr. Cole. Solving mysteries is messy work sometimes. Sorry. Whatever for, darling. I love it. I will call this new look Spirit by Nicole. Okay. Let's just proceed with the reenactment. Gonga Doob Chombi Lar. Wow, you sure are valuable, Fortunite Crystal. I'd sure better give you some to somebody else now that I'm dead and stuff. I am shattered. Oh no, pal. My crystal. Good thing my ghost was here and saw who did it. It was you. The end. That was the second worst play I've ever seen in my life. Carl seemed much more disturbed by the fake ghost of Cyrus than anyone else. Surely his guilt has gotten the better of him. Gotta find out more about Violet. Classic video game hint books. That's so cute. This whole section of shelves seems dedicated to the wildly popular exotic Simanimals magazine. This thick volume detailing the intricacies of weevil breeding seems like an interesting read, but not helpful to my current problem. There's enough books here to last a lifetime. I'm looking for, like, family tree stuff, maybe. Why is Violet here? For an ancient hearth, this seems oddly free of soot. Okay. Digging up dirt on Violet, following the trail. Suspect must have stopped off at the toolbox. Wonder where he came from before that. Came from the swamp. Trail ends at the dumbwaiter. Force it open.
Hibbity bong.
Man, I can't even F-space it open. Since the dumbwaiter doesn't work, I'll need to determine the identity of whoever left these footprints some other way. May I check your shoes? Oh, this is so awkward. What is? If I lift my foot too far off the ground, it may fall off. Well, we can't have that, can we? These get Carl's footprints, but this kitchen floor is too clean. He isn't leaving dirty footprints. Gotta get the floor dirty. Yeah. I used flour before. Alright, I got flour from before. Now how can I get the floor dirty, though? I got the flour earlier. That would be a great way to get the floor dirty. Did I fuck up? Maybe? And sequence break?
Pizza.
I'm worried I fucked it up. Because I opened that box before and got the flour. Oh, no, I could use the jam. There you go. Never mind, the flour has nothing to do with this. Match the footprints. Okay. I solved the case. Wonderful, Cher. Do tell.
Tarella Mara go Simsa. Beche Baro Dobi. Tiwaga Norby.
Attention, everyone. Our friend here has some important news for all of you. The investigation has been going well. We followed a number of leads, and we've come to a conclusion. Looks like Carl smashed the Fortunite crystal. It was the zombie. I have starred in 27 different plays, but the butler did it. Where the butler did it. How did I not see this coming? No, I wouldn't. Cyrus was my friend. Carl, I am shocked at this betrayal. You have destroyed a priceless treasure and ruined everyone's evening. Why won't you listen? Oh, what's the use?
Papa gosh.
Carl. Buddy, I'll be right back. So, do we have dinner now, or? Now we say goodnight. I am sorry to have wasted all of your time. Thank you for bringing this terrible matter to a close. Yeah, not Knives Out. Violet, you know it wasn't me. Cyrus and I have been friends since before the Nightmare Crown incident. I know, Carl. To think of all the research Cyrus and the others did, all they sacrificed, and now... Carl, it's not your fault. Jimby, you don't really believe that Carl destroyed the Fortunite, do you? Hold up a second. How on earth did Carl just use that dumbwaiter? I couldn't get anywhere with it. Oh, he has some special trick for it. I'm sure if you fiddled with the dumbwaiter's gears, you'd get it working again. So if I go up in the dumbwaiter, I'll find Carl? Probably. But this is a very old house. It's filled with secret passages, you know. Really? Interesting. Alright, Violet. I'm going to keep investigating. Perhaps there's another secret entrance into the crystal room. I should go back and investigate further. And fix the dumbwaiter. I didn't even need all the materials. Wow. Time to find out why Carl did this. I'm no botanist, but I'm pretty sure plants need more than just a pot to hold them, like soil and water and sunlight. An old wind-up train. Sure looks like fun. Too bad it's broken. Cobwebs everywhere. This place is disgusting. I guess after Carl finishes work, the last thing he wants to do is clean. Carl, why did you break the crystal? I don't know, Jimby. To be honest, I don't even remember breaking it. How can you not remember? Your hammer was used and your footprints all over the room. You just haven't been sleeping well lately. It's these voices. Whoa, 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 voices? Tell me about the voices. They're like whispers. I hear them at night. It's like the moon is telling me things. Things about the crystal. Things about Cyrus and Fortunite. And where do these voices come from, Carl? At first, I thought it was coming from my heating vent, but now I know. They're coming from inside my head. Carl, tell me about that vent. I'd like to check it out. Oh, it comes into my room through the rafters. It goes almost all the way up to the roof. I should check out the rafter area outside Carl's room. What the fuck? An Egyptian vase. And a Greek one, too. It's unbelievable how much storage space is up here. Yeah, that's so scary, actually. We're so high up above everything. Jesus fucking Christ. I found a feather. The vent carries my voice into Carl's room, making it sound mysterious and spooky. This is where the voices are coming from. The feather must be from whoever was whispering to Carl. Did it fall from his or her clothing? I bet Miss Nicole would know. This is what I wanted. To go over to this chest. Okay. If I fall, can I just go back? Yes! Oh, onto the couch! How comfortable. Wow, that's so fucking cool that you can, like, actually go into the room below. That's so fast. Do you recognize this? Of course, those old things, they must belong to Madame Zoe. I want to talk to Violet again, though. She's still over here? No. Carl and I had a good chat. Oh, great. What did you have to say? There are definitely some loose ends on this case. Don't worry, Violet. I'll figure this out. Thank you. Yo, bitch. I found one of your feathers. Do you think Carl really smashed it? Of course he did. You found enough evidence to close this case permanently. True, Carl clearly did smash the crystal, but why? There's no motive. Afraid I don't know, but guilty is guilty no matter the reason. I'd like to ask a few more questions. Certainly, mon cher. Whatever I can do to wrap up this case quickly and forever. Do you have any other supernatural hobbies? I do dabble in the satisfying art of hypnosis. Oh, but I'm sure your skills have limits. You couldn't hypnotize me if I was unwilling, could you? Nonsense, my craft has been passed down by the ancients into my able hands. There is no task I cannot perform. Wow, could you hypnotize me into committing a crime? Yes, I can even do that. Although I never actually would do that, of course. Zoe's an expert hypnotist. She was in the attic and could hypnotize Carl into smashing the crystal. But why? Was Carl set up? Yes. Alright, let's find another entrance into this room. There was a breeze coming from one of these, even though it was shut. The clock's hand just stopped, but I can hear a faint whirring. Maybe I should take a closer look. Something odd about this clock. Let's repair it. I need spare parts. 5, in fact. Alright, 1 of 5. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, I just need one more spare part. Is there any, like, cars out here, maybe? No, just our plane. We can't salvage from that. Okay. I don't remember. Was there anything in here? This house? This little house? No. Just mushrooms. I swear, if I have to go fucking climbing shit again, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay.
Patchouli. Buddy.
Alright. Let's check the library. Aha! There's a clock. Alright. Let's go repair the other clock. Okay. Sounds like someone just turned on an Xbox. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay. Um. Okay. Secret passage behind the fireplace of the crystal room. I should explore it. No, I don't want it. Okay. Explosive barrels. Better keep my distance. Why is there a painting in this area? Why are you decorating in here? That's sus. Why is this perfect? Why is this the perfect place? Why? This is the perfect place for fine art. There we go. We got there. We got there, folks. I can think of. I can read eventually. Whoa, this is a spooky looking urn. I sure hope this isn't Uncle Cyrus. Let's pick this lock. Some of these lockpicks are so easy. Alright, what did it say it was full of? Can you analyze these crystals? Oh no. No! Oh my god, my head's gonna fucking hurt. There's nothing to work with this time. Oh no. Oh, okay. Whew. Every crystal sample is coming back negative. Those crystals are definitely not for tonight. All the crystals in the trunk are fakes. What about the broken one in the crystal room? Could that have been fake too? Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to analyze this too. Yep. Alright, sample time. Let's go. Shit. Okay. Another fake Jimby. There's no Fortunite in that sample. The broken Fortunite crystal isn't even real. This whole crime was a setup. That's what I was thinking from the start. And I don't even remember this part of the game. Carl was framed. I should tell Violet. I am so damn gagged. I've solved the case. Let's gather everyone and get this over with once and for all. Darling, what are we doing here? I thought the matter was settled. Yes, so did I. Completely settled. Exactly the way you wanted it to look, Madame Zoe. Since you are the one who told Carl to destroy the Fortunite. What? That's ridiculous, you can't prove it. I can, and will. Here's what really happened. We know that Carl broke the crystal with his silver hammer, but Zoe forced him to do it. I found one of Zoe's feathers outside of a vent in the attic. It was the perfect place to whisper hypnotic suggestions down to Carl while he slept. So I was just sleepwalking, but I still destroyed Cyrus's crystal. Not necessarily. We found a secret passage in the mansion that was hiding a trunk. It was full of fake crystals. Using that same secret passage, Zoe snuck into the crystal room and swapped the real Fortunite with one of the fakes. And then hypnotized Carl into doing the dirty work. So that means I only destroyed a fake. Yup, the real Fortunite crystal is perfectly safe. Isn't it, Madame Zoe? Very clever, Jimby. Here's the real crystal. Incredible, but how did you come to suspect Madame Zoe? I knew something didn't feel right as soon as Buddy and I arrived. We were promised dinner and the will reading, but Zoe was surprisingly eager to get everyone into the crystal room. She knew that as soon as everyone saw the smashed crystal, they would lose interest and go home, right, pal? Exactly, Buddy. She wanted everyone gone so she could keep the crystal in the mansion to herself. Then she must have suspected that she wouldn't inherit the estate. In fact, I bet she knew. Maybe Zoe peeked into the Fortunite a little early to see who would be named in the will. Only you didn't like what you saw, did you, Zoe? Please, would you hand your uncle's will to Buddy? Let's see. I, Cyrus Bergerer, being of sound mind, I do entrust the entirety of my estate to Miss Violet Nightshade. Her? Whoa, the cruel ladies of fate have left poor Trevor empty-handed yet again. Congratulations, Violet. You can keep the house and that miserable crystal. There must be more Fortunite out there somewhere. And I'm going to find it. Hey. It's okay, buddy. I don't think we'll see her again. Jimby, thank you so much for all you've done. May I walk you out to your jet? I trust you can all see yourselves out. I'm going to go ahead and file this as the worst dinner party ever. There's still one thing I haven't figured out. What is the connection between your family and Cyrus? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. My mother and Cyrus were good friends. My sister and I used to play here all the time when we were younger. Not the goth baby. That's why you refer to him as Uncle Cyrus. Yes, he was like family, but there was more. He and Mother were both part of a special project. A group that researched the properties of the Fortunite. The same group that made the Crown of Nightmares? Yes, I'm surprised you've heard of it. Cyrus and the others worked very hard to keep that a secret. That crown is evil. It can do terrible things. I'm unliving proof of that. The first time it was used, I was turned into the miserable creature you see before you. And one of the other scientists, Paul, was transformed into a monster. Yeah, hey, so can we keep your Fortunite? What? Let me, buddy. Violet, Morcubus is after the Crown of Nightmares. We think he's been trying to manufacture his own Fortunite. Morcubus? I remember him from the lab. He was terrible to us. We heard that he was... Why are all these children allowed in this lab? Evelyn was running around in there too. We heard that he was in a fight with the others in the group. Oh yes, once they realized how dangerous the Nightmare Crown was, they pledged to destroy it. Morcubus was furious. He wanted to keep the crown for himself. Why does he need the Fortunite? I think it was supposed to focus the energy that went into the crown. It was part of what gave the crown its power. Violet, if you let us keep the Fortunite, we promise to do everything we can to keep it safe. Well, you helped Carl even when the evidence was stacked against him. I think I can trust you. But be careful. Morcubus cannot be allowed to get the crown. But what if he just makes his own crown? He can't. Maybe he could make a powerful enough crystal to replace the Fortunite, but the crown is unique. He can't do anything unless he finds the actual crown. Do you know where it is? No one knows. Cyrus only led the research on the Fortunite. The actual crown was created by Dr. Gray, Evelyn's dad, but he disappeared, and the Nightmare Crown disappeared with him. Keep the crystal safe, Jimby, and don't underestimate Morcubus. Thank you, Violet. Take care, guys. Well, that sure was interesting. Was an interesting bunch. And I'm really glad I met Carl. Never saw a real zombie before. He's actually a really nice guy, you know, for a shambling undead monstrosity. Oh my god, this Fortunite crystal is a great memento to add to my trophy case. And new recruits. Oh my god, so many things. I can recruit Violet. Well, we got the crystal, but how are we going to find the actual crown? My father's journal hasn't given me any clues on what we're looking for, and I've nearly read it cover to cover. If Morcubus finds out that we've got the Fortunite, he'll redouble his efforts to get the Nightmare Crown. What if he's already searching for it? Hey, he might be. Let's see if Morkicorp has any new projects in the city. Might point us in the right direction. That's a brilliant idea. To the internet. I've got something. It looks like a new Muba shop just opened up on the boardwalk. What's a Muba shop? It's a scuba shop, but it's owned and operated by Morkicorp. God, there's so many hard words to say. Morkicorp, Scuba, Muba. These guys aren't even trying anymore. What's Morcubus looking for at the beach? I don't know. We should go check it out. Feel like taking a trip to the beach, buddy. Yes, boardwalk food. I'm gonna get a turkey on a fork. Oh, sure. You guys go to the beach. Lots of hard work to do at the beach. I'll just sit behind this desk. Jenny, why don't you take the rest of the day off and hit the beach? Thanks, but I need the day off to update my blog. Have fun, though. Evelyn, keep searching for clues in your father's journal. There's got to be something we can use. Buddy, let's catch the next train to the boardwalk. Nah. Welcome to the team. Thank you. I look forward to helping out however I can. Okay. Now I can finally achieve my true goals. Bye. Goodbye, Roger. Goodbye, Travis. All right. Hopefully this job works out better than the last. All right. This is the fucking X-Files team. All interested in spooky shit. And then this is the magnet, I guess. The charisma team. And then this is the smart people team. Nature team, nature team. Hello, Petal. Gordon for the smart team. So smart. So smart. And then we need someone good with nature. Damn, that's all sporty. Maybe I hire Roger back. Because we have no one for sports missions. Okay. And then the basement is my gym. The patio is nature. Okay. And then let's put down some furniture. That bitch is going fucking crazy. Okay. go to the first floor. Do an impression of someone on that ride. I think I would fucking throw up. Okay. So this is... What was this again? Charisma team? I think this was the charisma team. God, this stupid Wiimote. What the fuck? Ew. Okay. Alright, next up is the spooky team. So let's put down a bunch of spooky stuff. I haven't even been into this room, I don't think. Okay. Okay. And then the hangar, which is where the intelligence people are. Okay. Okay. We are taking the train. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.
Beautiful. Huh? Circle. Ibuna.
Balork.
Ibdu. Ibna.
Chanja neat. Chizaka. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hmm? Oh.
Shami Lorca did it.
Oh. Palork.
Yes. Rootable. Huh? Oh. Caesar down.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Tabipna. Oh.
Huh? Circle.
Mm. Chizaka.
Ibuno. Caesar down. Huh?
Uh-huh. Oh.
What?
Hmm.
No.
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Palork.
Tag, tag. Ibuna. Uh-huh.
Tuesday.
Birdie. Lurking
Oh. Oh. Chizaka. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Huh? Hmm.
Oh.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I wanted to make soup and check on Ruby because she's in the crate in the bedroom. Um, she there's a ASMR channel that we love. Her name is Ray Moon, R-E-A Moon. She does like mom roleplay videos sometimes, but which are like really cute and like other stuff. And she does like Reiki videos, which I don't really know much about Reiki, but I'm down for some bitch to wave a crystal at the camera and be like, you're cleansed of your negative emotions. But we love her. We put her on like every night because she posts like every day, and we fall asleep pretty much every night to her, and she really relaxes Ruby. So Ruby's in the, she was fine already in the bedroom, but when I went in to check on her, I woke her up. So I put the ASMR on and like turn the lights off, and I'm hoping she falls asleep again. Isn't that so cute? She did Christmas cards, and we were gonna send her a Christmas card, but it was too much going on around Christmas to get to the PO box or the post office. Anyway, I made soup because I needed a snack to get me through, because I don't want to stop. I've been doing like 3 hours of this every day, and I don't know, I don't really want to stop yet. I feel like I just feel like I haven't streamed like at all today, even though I've already done 3 hours. So alright, we'll head off to the next area in a second. Excuse me. Lizzie Licious, thank you so much for the 16 months. 16 months? That's like a lot of those. Bye, Mel. Thank you for hanging. Okay. Yuki is nowhere to be found, huh? To the boardwalk. To the boardwalk. I can't wait to walk around the beach, Jimby. Oh wait, can we go back to HQ real quick? I didn't bring my can of crab off. I don't want to be swarmed by crabs. Din, 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 din. Oh my god. I don't remember this either. Any of this. It's crazy how much of this game is a blur to me. I should put on a bathing suit. Clara, you've got to get over this whole imaginary friend thing. It's making you look less cute. Mr. Suckers is not imaginary. He's real. He's going to have a tea party with me. Look, I'm going to see Chaz's stunt show later. Don't embarrass us in front of Chaz. He's so dreamy. Ew, he is not. Why did I just fucking fall from the sky? Check out the boardwalk for available cases. Morcupus's goons are sure to be causing trouble. There's probably a mirror in here, right, where I can change clothes? No. Shocking. Oh my god. Yuki has a fucking store now. Sararumba. I want to go back to headquarters and change my clothes. I should also dispatch a team for a mission. Okay. Streetwear. Ba-na. Yeah.
It's red.
Okay.
Come on, Doc.
Yeah, Buddy needs his crab off anyway. Exactly. Alright, dispatch. Let's do something here. Gonk need food badly. And we've got the perfect fucking team for the job. Pageant run. The prominence. Damn, they would have been amazing for that. Good chance. Yeah, we'll go on this one. Great chance. Go ahead, guys.
Scooby.
Oh, I didn't realize I deployed every team already. Okay. We're gonna get so many fucking texts. But I think... No spoilers. But I think... in order to, like, 100% the game, which I want to do, I need to complete all of those tasks. I'm almost positive. So, might as well do them all at the same time. You do, yeah. So, better do them now than have to leave my fucking game on off stream while I'm like sitting around, you know what I mean? How's it going? Not stellar, yo. Someone busted my boards on the beach. I'm stuck here covering the shop. Any chance you can look into this for me? Happy to help.
Being a shot.
Those surfboards got smashed up pretty good. No doubt. What a bust. Looks like a Yeti was up in there with a cricket bat.
Lurking.
Yeah. So when did this happen, Luke? Dunno, chiller. Been laxing on my board shop. Laxing in my board shop, waiting for the curl. Just came out to catch a wave and found all my boards like this. Alright, I'll check into it. Rad, Captain. Gracias. Yeah, he has a tan line. Yes, I did see that. I don't have the money right now to pre-order anything. But they've been mass producing these sets lately. Like, you can still get a ton of Brilliant Stars from them. Like, it's in stock. So, I'm not as worried about it not being in stock for a while. But I get paid by the end of the week, so hopefully I'll have enough to pre-order even like just one ETB. Check out the broken surfboards. Maybe someone saw who broke the boards. I should ask around. Hey, you. You know what happened to Luke's surfboards? Yeah, Mr. Suckers broke them. He didn't mean it to, though. Oh, Mr. Suckers? Yeah, Mr. Suckers. He's a giant squid and my new friend. Taylor thinks I'm making it up. But that's only because my two other best friends are imaginary, and they don't like Taylor much. Grumpy? Yeah, he seemed cranky last time I saw him. Poor Mr. Suckers. I know. We should throw a tea party to cheer him up. You know how much giant squids like their tea. A giant squid? Tea party? Seriously? Of course, he loves tea. Jimby, Do you think you could help me? I just need help getting a few things, I suppose. Sure. Great. All we'll need is a blanket, some teacups and saucers, spoons, a teapot, and tea, of course. Oh my god. So much shit. This makes me want to go to the beach, and like, we live in Jacksonville. We should at least go to the beach once before we fucking leave this hellhole. I love that you can build sandcastles. Hello again, Tobor. Pardon me, Fleshy, but I need to maximize my relaxation time while I have it. What are you doing at the beach, Dr. F? Research. Studying the amazing science behind those tiny umbrellas they put in drinks. It's fascinating. Of course, carry on, Dr. F. I can sunbathe. Yes. You can't even see me. Move to Michigan next. We got beaches. Michigan is landlocked. I'm not going. A beach lake ain't the same. And also, I will never do that. Like, that, you do not have beaches, you have lakes. Fuck that. Mm-mm. Glad you send food, friends. Time to go hunting with new friends. Oh god. Agents have arrived in my parents' base. I mean, my fortress of light. Hack sword. Oh my fucking god. I mean, my fortress of light. Wow, what a crew. I should have cleaned this place up. Phew. Okay, time to begin. For justice. Oh my gosh, I'm so totally psyched about these smart guys you sent to help me because I was scared that everything was doomed, except now that I think it's okay. And the last text, please. Have anything I can borrow for a tea party? Well, do you need spoons? I do, actually. They keep sending me spoons for the turkey on a fork cart. I mean, really? This suffering is endless. Anyway, help yourself. A rare gift from Goth Boy. Spoons. Cute. Little sushi shop. This is so cute. Watanabe family teapot. May I borrow it? Promise to return it once the party is done. Only if you're an honorary Watanabe. Bring me 4 clumps of kelp for my seaweed rolls, and I'll give you this honor. Hello, identical twin. Chaz, you know anything about Luke's surfboards? Hardly. Why would anyone want to waste their time with surfboards? They're just big floating sticks. Not very extreme at all. It's kind of extreme. I hear Luke's pretty good. That chump? Ha! He's got a little too much sun. Thinking he's so cool with his tan, tattoos, and swimming ability. Denied the high five. Just wait until I rock my stunt. Then we'll see who's the real king of the beach. Wow, a tattoo parlor. So now you're at the beach. Yuki likes the beach. Scuba gear to rent and lots of red faces to bite. So you're running the Mooba stand. That's right. Come by for a free lesson. Or face fighting. Oh my god. The glass case displays even more temporary tattoo options and a collection of various earrings and jewelry. Have anything I could borrow for a tea party? Oh my god. Every boardwalk has like the spray tattoos. That's what was that, henna? Henna tattoo? I remember as a kid there was one of Pikachu and I really wanted it, but my parents were like, it'll just come off in your sunscreen, so we're not gonna spend the money. And I'm like, that's a good point. And then later I see my sister and her 3 friends all with fucking matching ones, and I'm like, what? What the fuck? You're welcome to the old blanket on my shop's floor here. Been meaning to replace it. Pink doesn't sell alternative body art. Thanks a lot, Justice. I should go pick up the pink blanket on the floor. Pick up. Wow, I picked it up. I would love to make this place or something similar to it in Happy Home Designer. Okay. Oh my god. Not the pup play. Alright. Alright, it looks like your team members are no strangers to the mystical arts. Say, do you think any of them would be interested in joining my Wonder Witch Coven? We could really use a network system analyst. What's all this setup for? Hey, Chaz fans. Here for the most extreme stunt ever attempted? Get to the back of the line and have your ticket ready. And there is no line. There will be once you get in it. Oh my god, it's so funny. Training equipment. Okay. Yikes, this must be the Chaz van. Wonder if I can get a huge decal of my face on the jet. Science-infused beverages. Alright. Seaweed. I love this area. It's so cute. Fragile dishes. Perfect. Gonk is... At first, hunting depressed me, but I've come to realize that Gonk is simply part of the circle of life. Oh my god. Glow sticks. How I hate dancing and frivolity. I think I'll just stand over here, tap my foot in disapproval, and practice my sour facial expression. Ooh, this game looks fun. I could make a character and have Preston buy me all the little outfits. The in-app purchases of it all. Ooh, hello, Beach Bimbo. Hey, Summer. Did you see what happened to Luke's surfboards? Can you believe it? Can you believe I didn't? It happened while I was taking my 3-minute break. That's what I get for being lazy. What do you know about her friend? Any idea who might have broken Luke's surfboards? Well, I don't want to be a tattletale. Taylor, if you have any information, it would help my investigation. Well, I didn't actually see the surfboards get broken, but I know that Chaz doesn't like Luke too much, And he thinks surfing is dumb.
Absorbi.
Chaz doesn't like Luke? Why? For some reason, Chaz thinks Luke is trying to outcool him and take his title of King of the Beach. Really? Why does he think that? It's probably because of that silly lifeguard Luke gave her a surf lesson. And now Chaz thinks Luke's trying to outdo him. Chaz thinks Luke is a competition for King of the Beach. Was this crime of jealousy? Now I just need to take this kelp to Watanabe. That should help me earn his teapot. Alright, now I should find some tea for this party. Dune buggy's seen better days. Ooh, there's a thing behind it.
Yes, he lives. Woohoo, yes.
Alright. What the hell is this? Broken crab trap. Okay. Oh, I can go into the water. Cute. I love the run cycle. So funny. Okay. Here's the teapot. Arigato, Jimby. You are now a Watanabe. As promised, you may use the Watanabe family teapot. Thank you so much, chef. Short and stout. Okay, now I need tea. Phones come in booth form. Herbal tea in the surf shop. Yeah, only the best all-natural herbal tea, chock full of antioxidants, and just bursting with eco-friendly flavors. Luke, that's perfect. May I have some? Fully, kid, it's all yours. Totally enjoy. But first, I gotta figure out how to get into a display case. Can't get the tea? Lost my keys. Tucked in an epic barrel. Straight cruising. Alright. Let's pick the lock. Alright. Let's go have that tea party. I think after the tea party, I'm gonna end. And we'll pick up this after tomorrow. Or pick up the rest of this case tomorrow. This section of the game. I feel like doing a couple hours each day. I think Friday I'll probably wrap up the game. Oh my gosh, so I know Zach and Candy wouldn't do this to me because they are the best friends since ever. But somebody nearby must have walked off with my hyperfluorocommunist glow sticks. I remember me finding Luke hot in the original MySims. Dusty, some things are left kept in the mind. Some things are best kept in the crevices of your brain. Alright, step 1 of our plan is going well. We've obtained a second account to see if someone is using my character, Lord Galahad. Alright, let's have that tea party. Sure hope not. Now what? Mr. Sucker is sulking by the tide pools down past the docks. I'll head over and you can meet me there when you're ready. Okay. Gonk and team are tracking Beast. Beast leave footprints that are easy to follow. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, I guess that's to get back up. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. What the fuck? That fucking scared me. That fucking scared the shit out of me. Light, thank you so much. I got a confession. Wasn't feeling this game at first, but now I'm obsessed. This is your impact. Everyone should be obsessed. This game's amazing, and if you don't like it, fuck you. That's my stance. That's my stance. That's my opinion. Why run around? Thank you very much. Why run around looking for eternal youth when you can just be a zombie instead? Being dead forever is really underrated. This is confusing me. Ooh, a choice. You know, friend, this case has inspired me to write a new book, but I'm having difficulty choosing a subject. What shall it be? The history of glow sticks or a biography of Sapphire? History of glow sticks. Do virtual worlds have artificial gravity? I guess so. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay. Who knew that hunting was such a workout? Running, hiding, making strange noises? I should do this more often. Oh my gosh. Okay, I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. Sign of Clara. No sign of Clara, but the tide pool area and Mr. Sucker should be right beyond this gate. Hey friend, did you know that if you put glow sticks in the freezer, they'll glow longer? I wrote my college thesis on this. And the lock is to be picked on this fine evening. Yeah, the lock puzzles are really fun. And the gear ones can be pretty fun too. The analyzing ones are fucking insanely hard. For like, how are children supposed to do that? I don't understand. Okay, hi Alex. Oh no, someone is trying to sell Lord Galahad's legendary blade of extermination. We're going to try to track down the culprit. With this elite crew, I'm sure we could do it. Can you tell this game came out in 2009? I'm here. Let's get this tea party started. We? Yeah, Mr. Sucker, he can't wait for the tea party to begin. Let's see him. Let's hope he's real. Crazy how I don't remember this at all. Everything is set up. Time to sit down and lure the sea monster out of hiding with steaming cup of tea. Mr. Suckers is real. He's so cute and does enjoy tea parties. Wonder if you could tell me about the surfboards. Mr. Suckers, this is like Onion-san. You want to be friends? Mr. Suckers, what happened to those surfboards on the beach? Gurgle, gurgle, slurp, gurgle, glub. Yeah, what you said. For a sea monster, Suckers is quite chatty. Too bad I can't understand a thing. Could Clara translate for me? So, can you understand that, Kraken? Oh, who, Mr. Suckers? Sure. He said thanks for the tea party. Can you ask him about the broken surfboards? He didn't mean to break stuff. He was just upset because all of the noise around his home lately. Restless. So he could have come ashore at night and broken them by accident. Guess so. In the dark, he said there's something underwater that's making a lot of noise and disturbing his sleep. Mr. Suckers claims he destroyed some things, but was only acting out because his home had been disturbed. Okay. So this is where I'm going to wrap up today. I feel myself kind of getting a headache too, so I think I'm going to call it a night. I'll probably let the missions play out. Maybe I'll even just go back to the headquarters and just like get a head start on doing the deployment missions off screen. Because those take a while. Like, they're literally time-based. And I need to finish the game. I need to complete them all, so. My power, I caused the headache. She did it, folks. She caused the headache. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Yet another day of MySims Agents. I've been really enjoying streaming this for all of you, and I'm really glad to see that everybody is really enjoying watching. We'll be back again with more of this tomorrow. And this is great because I'm like starting to not remember. Like, I really don't remember anything past the ski lodge area. So it feels like I'm uncovering the mysteries all for the first time again. It's really cool. So, also alarming that I don't remember any of this game that I spent an entire like week and a half of my life playing, but that's okay. It was in 2009. Bound to forget some stuff. Okay. Okay. Is anyone streaming the original MySims? Probably not, right? One person. Oh my god, there's one person right now streaming the original MySims. I'm a little nervous that they might talk about agents and spoil it for everybody. But I like want to raid them too. Ugh, it's tough. It's tough.
Paint mode, I can't.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
That's so ugly.
I can't believe someone's playing MySims.
I kinda like it the color it was before.
Alright. Have a good night, guys. I'll send you over there.
Just like the white.
Really hoping that they don't. I'm hoping they just haven't played Agents and they don't be like, oh my god, wasn't it crazy at this part? Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Take care.